irrespective of tomorrow, I'm not a clown. I never will be, mate. And you're really disappointed that you use such terminology about a person who, for 26 years, without any favours from anyone, has worked his way to be in a position where he's leading out a club in a European major competition. For you to suggest that somehow us not being successful means that I'm a clown, not really sure how to answer that question.
Morning everyone, this is the big one. This is what we've been waiting for. This is the final, baby. This is Manchester United coming back to Bilbao again to face a hot Spurs. Are they hot? Are they not? We saw Ange postecoglou, a dead man walking. There's nuances in press conference if you compare to Ruben Amorim that came in with Harry Maguire and also Bruno Fernandes. But Ange postecoglou was sitting there yesterday being bitter, looking like a defeated man already and calling people clowns and everything else.
It's of course a big and huge occasion. Two things, the Champions League qualification and the trophy. But what would be the biggest thing? Is it to win the trophy itself or to qualify for the next season's Champions League?
As you said, it's, great prize. You know the significance of Champions League qualification, what it means for every football club to get into the Champions League. It's, there are the obvious benefits, but also you get the opportunity to play against the best in the continent. But the club's been in the Champions League before, hasn't won a trophy for a long time, so that's the most important bit.
Hi, Ange. If you win tomorrow night, this is going to be remembered as one of the best seasons in the club's modern history. But kind of conversely, if you lose, it might be remembered for one of the worst league seasons in the club's modern history. I just wondered if you're kind of conscious that you're walking a fine line between kind of two very different types of infamy and history, really.
That depends on your outlook, Dan, but I'll tell you one thing, irrespective of tomorrow, I'm not a clown. I never will be, mate. And you're really disappointed that you use such terminology about a person who, for 26 years, without any favours from anyone, has worked his way to be in a position where he's leading out a club in a European major competition. For you to suggest that somehow us not being successful means that I'm a clown, not really sure how to answer that question.
It doesn't ooze like confidence. But if you look at Manchester United came with a full fit squad, almost. We have surprises. Diogo Dalot is back. Potential is going to start. Matthias de Ligt is out. Lenny Yoro is in. Zirkzee is in because, gosh, Zirkzee probably will be on the bench, rushing him back to play for the finals. We're going to go over the news. We're going to go over the transfer news. We're going to go over everything, the build-up for today's whistle, which is about 8 p.m. Bilbao time. So how are you all feeling? This is a season of definition, right? If you compare Spurs, they only want to win a trophy. That's what Ange postecoglou say.
The club's been in the Champions League before, hasn't won a trophy for a long time, so that's the most important bit.
This magnitude of this game, it's a cup final. Anything could happen according to Ange, but it's not an ambition. It's not about speaking about this is so important for us for the future. No, this is to fill our empty cabinet with trophies. And that's what it is. So, Man United, on the other hand, what Bruno was saying, what Amorim was saying, it's pretty much definition of our future. We know that the cost-cutting has been there. We know that we are poor in finance, and winning Europa League, it's a trophy. Yes, there will be the third consecutive trophy in a row, but this is the Bruno to lift the trophy as a captain in the major Europa, and he loves these games as well, right? But it is not always about, the trophy. It's about the money. 100 million extra gives you Victor Gyokeres, defines what Man United can do in the summer. So the fans are up for it. The players are up for it. In the press conference yesterday, they looked quite mellow and chill, joking, laughing. And there was a question asked by a reporter to Ruben Amorim to say, do you fear that your job will be on pressure after you lose your job? And he didn't even have the chance to say anything until Bruno butted in and said, yeah, he's under pressure. Ha, 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 ha. And everyone was mellow and laughing and joking. And at the end of the day, Ruben just joked back to say, look, yeah, he wants my job, but he needs to learn to communicate better. So, yeah, the mood is fine and dandy. Like, I'm excited. I look at Manchester United squad at the moment. I look at the level of culture and experience, what we have. We have winning mentality, especially when it comes to Europe. And bear in mind that we are undefeated in Europe at the moment. So I feel that the players will step up to it. Similar to when we played the FA Cup final against City, chips were down, we were injured. But what happened? Yeah, we played with the false number 9 and we won the game and we won the cup. And that led to us for qualifying into the Europa League and Champions League and all that jazz. You know what I mean? And here we are. Beating all odds on a poor, dire season, which everyone feels ashamed about. But winning tomorrow is significant for Man United. Not just because we're looking at 16th in the Premier League. Yeah, that was sugar-coated. But it's about the finances, It's a massive club. And Ruben Amorim will say we could sort of still do business without the Champions League money, which is absolutely BS. Yes, we could. But adding that 100 million extra gives you a total different transformation in the summer, bringing in more quality senior players as well. So this is music to my ears. I am confident when I look at Ange Postecoglou's post-match interview. They don't look like they're going to win. They look like they're beaten already, right? They have Son with a potential injury. You have Bergwall out, confirmed. He's not going to play. You have Kulusevski. You have so many injured players. So you look at the bench, kids, right? Maddison is gone as well. So what they're going to come with. And plus they're going to play a high line. Definitely, because Ange never change. But therefore, Manchester United, in my opinion, needs to set up, I don't know, attack-minded or pragmatic. I mean, this is a Premier League game played in Bilbao in a way. So they know each other. We met each other 3 times this season and we've been beaten. But this 4th time, lucky, in my opinion. I think that Manchester United, and this is my lineup, and this is what Man United has to do. Of course, Andrew Onana starts in goal. If we go to extra time and penalties, then you sub out Andrew Onana and put in Altar Bayande because he's a better shot stopper and penalty saver. But however, Onana starts, then I would like to see ex-captain Harry Maguire start in the middle of the park as a centre-back, coupled with Lenny Yoro if he's fit. He seems like he's fit. If not, put Aiden Heaven there, but Lenny Yoro, and I put Mazarawi on the right side, centre-back. Diogo Dalot is back. That's been the big weapon secret. So I think that Diogo Dalot would start as a left wing-back. On the right wing-back situation, I think we will see no other than Patrick Dorgu. Now in the midfield, this is what's going to be interesting because Spurs has a very good competitive midfield with Bentancur and them, right? So I put definitely Casemiro in, and I definitely put in potentially in Ugarte. Yeah, a double pivot. And on top, of course, that means that Bruno Fernandes will play more of a behind the striker as a number 8/number 10. That leaves us to the wingers, and then Amad Diallo 100% starts as number 10. And on top, we will have Rasmus Højlund. I don't know. Let me know what you think, because at the end of the day, we need to look at the bench. Garnacho coming off the bench, Mason Mount coming off the bench. We have so much alternatives, including Toby Collier in the midfield as well. Man, I feel confident, right? If we don't win today, is it the end of the world? Yes, it will be a very tough pill to swallow, but I believe that Manchester United will be prevailing today. They play a high line, so we need runners from behind, and this is something that Rasmus Højlund needs to do. In terms of their goal-scoring abilities, well, they will try to press us in the very first 20 minutes, so we got to stay compact. And that's why I went for this lineup, to be honest, with the double pivots, right? But Manchester United should play their game, and I think that Manchester United will win. And who will score the goals today? Bruno definitely will step up for this occasion. Bruno will win and lift the trophy, in my opinion. I know that footballing gods exist, but I'm not going to jinx it, people. This is my belief and my belief only. But let me know who you think will start today as well. We will be back later on covering all this from Bilbao. Guys, I'm exactly excited like it's Christmas. Like I'm waiting for Santa to give me the birthday gift or present. Or not birthday gift, but Christmas gift. And this Christmas gift is winning Europa League. get on with it and go to the transfer market, because Victor Gyokeres is on the verge to sign for Manchester United, according to the latest reports. We did an earlier video yesterday as we spoke to his agent. Arsenal links, they are there, but it's not as advanced, right? Amorim has been pushing for Victor Gyokeres for months and months and months and months, and Manchester United have been downplaying. Just go on Florian Plettenberg's latest report, or actually it was reported in the end of April, that Manchester United have been in contact with Victor Gyokeres and Sporting for months, but Victor Gyokeres has not given the green light. So if we win tomorrow, or today, sorry, I'm a little bit nervous. If we win today, expect Man United to move fast on Gyokeres and other targets, including Edison as well. Man, I'm excited. Not because of the trophy, not because, we had a bad season and this will be the sugar on the top. It's just the sheer idea of what this could do to shape our remaining 12 months. Huh? We go into the preseason, we go into the transfer market. Ruben said it in the press conferences and knows exactly what the problem is and what to fix it. And to fix it, you need the right personnel. For me, it will be a transformative signing. Matthias Cunha, play Gyokeres on top, and potentially, what if they're going to get also Liam Delap, but Liam Delap to play as a number 10, a right-sided number 10. That would be something. Let me know what you think. What's your score prediction? I think the Manchester United will win this with a Ruby Classical. 3-1 to Manchester United. Let's go. Glory, glory, Manchester United. Come on, United. Oh, and don't forget to like and subscribe. Woo, I'm excited.